got her in the confusion.
I get one of you back, only to lose the other. Lucanus, I'm so sorry.
I need to work.
Are you sure? You should take some time.
I don't need time. I need a target.
You just got here, and already you want to leave again?
Katerina gave me a contract. I'm not breaking the last deal she ever made. And I owe Rook. Once that's done, I'll come home.
You haven't explained what happened in the ossuary, Lucanus.
Later.
I won't forget.
Cousin, when you find Sarah, I need to be there.
We are under attack. Antam on one side and Avenatori on the other. Forget revenge. We need you.
No, Viago. Sarah came for us here, in my house. She took Katerina from my house. You find her and cut her heart out, Lucanis. Vi and I will hold down the fort.
I'll give her your regards, Thea.
For Katerina.
The crows had lost a talon, but the demon of Irantium was free at last. Sooner or later, debts new and old would come due. And they would all be paid in blood.
They're the same thing. Mostly, kind of.
Except one will manipulate you, or kill you, or both.
But how do you get rid of them?
What's everyone talking about?
Spite.
The demon in Lucanus. When a person gets possessed, the demon usually takes control.
And they turn into a monster. The spirit just molds them however they want.
I've heard of abominations being cured by killing the demon in the Fade. That's not a sure bet, though.
Well, there's one way, but it's, well... We'd have to,
You'd have to kill me.
If things get out of hand, that's always an option.
Careful of him. I want to talk to him.
Before we do, well, let's think this through some more. There has to be a solution.
I have people in Marathas I can ask, but I wouldn't get my hopes up.
All right, so what next?
Let me talk to them. I want to talk to
Lucanus!
Nope. It's fine. I'm fine.
De ez szar ez a történet?
What did he do that for?
Throwing a tantrum when he doesn't get his way?
But he could just take you over, make you do what he wants.
It's, not great, but kind of good news, in a way.
He's done this before. Enough that you just shrug it off.
He'd do this in the ossuary. The Fate does whatever his spirit wants. Real walls and chains, not so much. Just give me a minute. He'll get bored once everyone leaves.
I don't like leaving you
Bele
alone
is
with the
lehet
demon.
Monty
You
Python.
don't have to worry about me.
Lucanus.
Please.
I should see what Nev has to say. You asked for time. Is this long enough?
Yes, my head's clearer, though I would kill for a decent cup of coffee.
Have you? For coffee, I mean?
Not today. You've got questions. You might as well ask them.
I know Katerina volunteered you to work with us. Are you okay with that?
Did Biago ever consult with you before sending you on a contract?
The Argo would barely tell me what the job was beforehand. But I'm not the demon of Virantium.
Katerina was first Talon. You don't refuse a contract from the first Talon. Not if you're smart. But there's plenty of reason for me to work with you beyond that, Rook.
Such as?
I owe you a debt, for one. And after a year in that hole, maybe I'm looking forward to stabbing a god or two in the back.
You're the best mage killer in the Antivan Crows. So how'd the Venatori catch you?
Someone set me up. I had a contract for Colivan, in the ossuary. I took a ship from Treviso to Inrathus. They were waiting for me. Knew which ship and when it would arrive. I don't know how they convinced the Crows I was dead, but I woke up in the ossuary with Zara gloating about it.
I know we brought you in as a specialist, but things are rough. I need everyone's help out.
Of course. I hate sitting idle, and it's better I stay occupied. You haven't asked about Spite.
From what I've seen, I'd say he picked the right name.
He's stronger when I sleep, so I try not to do it much. No one was in the ossuary by choice, not even the demons. We both did what we had to get out of there.
So, if you're an abomination...
I suppose I should get used to that.
But I heard that only mages can get possessed by demons.
I'm skilled with a blade, but I promise you, without Spite, I have the magical talent of a brick. There must be some difference between a demon deceiving their way into a body and being forced into one. Only Zara knows for sure.
We should know. Is there anything in particular that upsets Spite?
Not getting his way. Getting his way and not liking the outcome.
Sounds like a child.
Have you seen a child when they realize they don't control the world? Except Spite's anger has real power behind it. Leave Spite to me. If he's trapped in this world, he has good reason to fight for it. For now, I must honor our contract. Gods, magic, politics. Things are going to get very bloody.
The Shadow Dragons have a hideout in Docktown. We should check in, see if there's news on the Venatori. If the Venatori move, the Shadows will hear it first. Meet you in Docktown.
Manifestation.
Oh, Rook! Good to see you. Irilyn and Strife sent word. Some of the artifacts we have in storage are acting up. They need a hand to make sure they stay calmed, and don't rip a hole in reality. Anyways, we can go whenever you're ready. Rook, good to see you. Wow, thank you.
You've been quiet?
I know. Just thinking. But I said we'd talk, didn't I? I heard a voice after we saved that man. It told me I was touched by the ancients and that I should seek it out. Seek her out.
Voices. I don't like that at all.
I know what it must look like, but something tells me the voice wants to help. What if she's like me? Maybe that's why only I heard her. She said to look to those closest to the stone to locate her.
Other dwarves. Not surfacers like us, but ones who still live in the deep roads.
Maybe there are other people down there with magic.
And our other problem? The gods?
Learning about my magic can only help our fight. I'm sure of it.
As long as you're sure.
I know some people in Orzammar. I'll reach out. If I hear anything, you'll be the first to know.
De hogy? Jó, várj.
always eager for your business. I'm always open.
Occupied? The insult of it.
It's more than insulting.
It's salt in the wound. And that is my perm.
I could have daggers in 100 necks by nightfall.
No doubt. But more necks would present themselves tomorrow.
I have other daggers.
Am I interrupting?
You're a crow. And a deriva. You're expected. Forgive Thea. You know how she gets when a contract is delayed.
No one likes letting a contract go stale.
And this one is personal for all of us. Perhaps more than you know.
You want help against the gods. We want Treviso free. We now think they may be the same problem. The occupation has a face. The Antam commander, Keith Lord butchered Dathrata. But Viago thinks killing him outright is short-sighted.
The butcher took the city suspiciously fast. Removing him is useless if someone else can repeat that, with the help of gods or something else. We all know assassination is not really about killing. It's about sending a message.
And what message would that be?
The crows rule Antiva, and Treviso will be free.
Sounds like you think the occupation wasn't just about force.
Cruel as the butcher is, he didn't break the city with a siege. It was sudden and complete.
Like he had it all mapped. Where to march and what to close off to choke resistance.
He had inside information? Spies?
He had something.
And until we know what it was, killing him isn't the contract.
So we send a message from the crows. What's our first step?
We have a scout named Dareth. He said he was onto something the butcher was hiding.
He was in the Drown district, so that's a place to start. Find our crow and help with his contract.
Help a fellow crow? Then what?
We break this occupation. We craft the message one step at a time.
And when we finally assassinate the person who leashed Treviso, that death will tell everyone. The crows rule Antiva, and Treviso will be free. I've noted the location of Dareth and his cousin, Jacobus, in the Drown district. They're always together. Jacobus will be eager to help. Perhaps too eager for one so young.
Can you blame him? We've all lost too much to this occupation.
Hello, Air. How goes the training?
It is good to see you back in the Diamond. Your influence on Viago does not go unnoticed. He might not state it as frankly, but you know as well as I that crows are more aligned than they often appear to outsiders.
Before we go.
The Demon of Virantium, huh? And they called you that before the demon.
Yantam ordered me out of my house. I don't have anywhere else to go.
You were saying? You don't have that enchanted barbed arrow in your quiver because you think it's pretty.
It is, though, isn't it? The red shimmer is the enfeebling magic, and the spike tip is designed to splinter inside the target.
Very nice.
I thought you'd like that. I really hope I don't have to use it, though. It cost me a lot of gold.
That's why you only have the one.
Well, I only need one. Especially from this close.
Hogy kell? Have they?
A fine evening.
Not even an army stops the Treviso market.
I've always loved market days, except for when they're occupied by Antam.
We have all sorts of medicines here for all sorts of people. You need anything for your comfort? You let Tia know. Whatever you need.
Banjo Bantam stopped me on my way to work.
There's the place. Keep your eyes open. We may not be the only ones interested.
He was my cousin! They killed Darren! They killed my cousin! They're weak on the left. Got them!
Under fire! Watch it! Got one covered. Ready when you are.
Of course.
All set. Got us from a distance. Got us a range. Down.
Take this shot!
That's done. Are you Jacobus?
Darren, my cousin. They... Please, you have to finish Darren's contract. It's about the butcher. My cousin was going to spy on the butcher. Someone has to finish this for Darren.
We will take care of it. Go back to the...
I will, just...
Vai, olhou. Outro fã, então.
So this is Treviso now. Have some hope. The crows haven't given up. They won't last much longer if the Armtal have their way.
That note said Dareth should pick up the contract at the usual place across from Tear and Viago. Just follow the marks. The crow who dropped it off left marks for Dareth to follow.
I've spotted them around the city. I think there's one nearby on the walls.
Let's go look. That's a crow marker. Real tricky to throw. That's got to be Dareth's trail. Keep an eye out. Another mark this way.
The market never stops, even during occupation. Almost feels like home.
Left the Cune to get away from Ontom assholes.
Enjoy the feeling of reached Treviso land.
Okay.
Okay.
So, hiring the demon of Virantium was your suggestion.
It was a possible lead. Finding things and tracking Venatori. That's what I'm here for.
Here's another crow mark.
Please, go on.
Finding things and tracking Venatori. That's what I'm here for.
After all the jobs I did in Minrathis, the last thing I expected was a Tevinter mage to be involved in breaking me out.
Well, good. I'd hate for assassins to find me predictable.
This is where the marks lead. Dareth's contract must be here somewhere. The butcher is making poison. Kamek.
I've heard of it. It does things to your mind. Nothing pleasant.
If I were the butcher, it'd be a good way to keep people in line.
We cannot let the butcher unleash this on Treviso.
He won't. The Antan brought in a Kamek master to mix the poison. He's at the garrison. We'll stop him there before this goes any further.
Maybe my aunt would take me in. But it's so far to Selani.
Hold on.
Boss, over here!
Take them out, quick!
Clear.
Got us at range. Watch it.
I'm
Thanks, Ricardo.
It's nothing.
We're in. Let's find the coming master.
About to have a problem.
This place is forbidden!
You cannot forbid the crows!
Time for a fight! That's her!
Behind you!
Take the shot!
Now's your chance! Save a little for the rest of us! Still in one piece.
Got us I'm ready. Let's go.
End it now.
Crows fight us for Treviso, that is true. We respect the fight and the I command you to ignore whispers. I command you to ignore traitors. soldier denied has come to me! Prove my word!
The crows are here to end your threat. Poison up!
Poison? No. You face the gift of the gods!
What's left? Say the word!
Nem is... Aj.
We'll ask questions after he's dead. Say the word.
Got you covered.
Yeah. Keep at it! Can't let this thing out! Just about got it!
Can you tell? Or are you guessing? Just
Thanks, Ricardes. It's done. The coming master's dead.
Good riddance.
First things first, let's destroy the rest of the poison. Then we figure out what was going on here. That's the last of the poison, thankfully. Let's look for anything else that explains what's happening. Wait. This note says that wasn't all the Kamek. The Butcher's angry because some went missing.
Who got their hands on it?
No idea. But the note does mention the Butcher's inside traitor. The occupation had help. Taya and Viago need to know they were right.
Are you out of your minds?
Someone had to act.
They most certainly did not. I told you crows to stay out of this.
Out of what? Defending our home?
If we had a stronger civil government instead of a bunch of circus criminals, the Antam wouldn't have a foothold in the first place.
Circus's charge admission. We did all that for free.
This is Governor Evenchi. They have concerns.
My concern is how you've endangered the city.
We're defending Antiva.
These protections are in place for the good of everyone. You act without oversight.
We crows are the oversight.
And yet, here we are, awash in Antam. And now, you've angered the Butcher.
There's also the gods.
Excuse me?
They're using the Antam and making them monsters.
And the Butcher?
You two are right. He had help taking the city. Human traitors.
I didn't want to believe it. Killing the Butcher does nothing if someone could just sell us out again.
I'd start right here. You Talons are known for infighting and betrayal.
I've had about enough. A fellow crow died for this contract.
That's enough. Rook, thank you for finishing that contract. The only reward we have is to ask you for more.
It's my home too.
Evenchi is right about one thing. The Butcher will not like that we're fighting back.
We need to be ready. Rook, I will have every crow tracking this traitor and the gods, and we will send word when we find something.
The stakes are too high. This should be left to proper officials.
Go back to filing trade receipts, Evenchi. The crows rule Antiva.
And Treviso will be free. With or without you, Governor.
Are you okay, Jacobus?
No. After we lost our families, Dareth and I promised we'd look out for... I hate the Antom so much!
Like Antam blood. I'll keep the goods flowing. Good luck with your contracts.